Hi, my name is Claudia Aquino. I'm a personal trainer in Las Vegas. And before we're starting, I apologize that you're gonna hear a lot of dog barking in the background. I don't know, I think one of my neighbors are getting a swimming pool, and my dog is a 15-pound Parson Terrier, and he thinks he's a pit bull, and he needs to protect the house. So my apologies, my apologies for that. So anyway, my name is Claudia. We're talking about losing weight as you get older, and different segments and the difficulties. But today, I would like to talk about rest periods, longer rest periods versus shorter ones. So if you just starting to go to the gym, or even if you have been there for a while, you will notice that a lot of times people will perform an exercise and then wait a few minutes before they perform the next exercise. So longer periods of rest in between, usually 2 to 3 minutes. You want to keep it too long, except if you're doing heavy squatting. Some people need a 5-minute break. This will increase your testosterone levels. So testosterone is very important for muscle building and also body fat loss. But if you're, and especially if you're just starting to go to the gym and you are a little bit intimidated and you don't know what to do, just start performing a set of exercises. Let's say you're doing a bicep curl, and wait your 2 or 3 minutes and do another one. The sets in the very beginning, if you've never worked out before, or if it has been years since you worked out, you want to start with 2 sets of each exercise. And if you don't know exactly about how to perform an exercise, there's a lot of online trainers. You can also download applications, and you can simply just YouTube them. So there's a lot of good information out there, also for free. So the longer rest periods are important when you're just starting to work out. You don't want to be too overwhelmed. Even if you just want to keep in a women's gym, which we have at the Las Vegas Athletic Club. So if you're intimidated to be out there, and you are a newbie, you can always go into the women's gym. You can just go and work on machines. There's nothing wrong with that. So the shorter period, like in group training, I do a lot of group training. In my group training sessions, we're focusing more on circuit training. So circuit training is where you barely have any rest in between. You just have enough rest to go from one exercise to the other. And even in group training, I can always adjust. I always adjust it to new clients that have barely worked out before. So there's no fear here. But in group training, yeah, we're performing a set of exercises and we'll go right to the next exercise. And what does that do? It does increase your growth hormone levels. So growth hormone is also responsible for muscle building, but it has a bigger impact on your fat loss. And it has also to do with your skin elasticity, your overall bone health. It has to do with everything. Growth hormone is just amazing. Over the age of 40, also we're losing both. We're losing testosterone and we're losing growth hormone levels. So it's good to try to increase those a little bit, just with exercising. So also, if you're more advanced exercises, I train a lot of fitness competitors. So what we're doing in their muscle gaining phase, because we're doing mostly circuit training, we are overloading the muscle. Let's say we're doing a shoulder and bicep and tricep segment one day. So we're separating the muscles, and you don't have to do that. You can do full body workouts every time you come in, especially if you don't have that much time. You come in 2 or 3 times to the gym per week, and you're performing your full body workout, and that's completely fine. But with my fitness competitors, because they have to have a certain look, so we are overloading the muscle. And what that does is, as you know, every time we're working on a muscle group, we're pretty much tearing that muscle down. So we're trying to injure that muscle, and your body will repair that injury and make it stronger and bigger. So this is how we do it. We're overloading the muscles by doing several exercises for the same muscle. So for instance, if we're doing a bicep exercise, I have them do a reverse curl, I have them do a hammer curls, I have them do like regular bicep curls, and then maybe an additional concentration calls. So it's usually 3 or 4 exercises, and that really breaks down that muscle. By the end of the workout, it's pretty intense, and I get a lot of complaints. Anyway, so so much for that, overloading the muscle. So while we are training in group 4 times a week, and we're really pretty much, these are intense workouts. I would like the girls to take a couple of days off, 1 or 2 days of a rest period. That's a good way to recover. Make sure you don't get any injuries, because if you keep working out and you never recover, there's a lot of injuries that can build up. So make sure you're getting at least a day or 2 in between. If you feel like, sometimes I hear that I feel lazy if I get a rest period. Choose a active recovery. Choose a yoga class, which would be excellent, because we don't get to stretch a lot. And even if you work out by yourself, let's be honest, you don't stretch that much. It doesn't burn calories, it's boring. And it wastes your time. It doesn't really waste your time, but that's how we look at it. So make sure you're stretching. You can go for a hike, If you want to split up your weightlifting and your cardiovascular, you can do that. You do weightlifting on one day and cardiovascular on the other, and alternate those 2. That would be a good way to do it. And I always get the question, when should I do cardio? Should I do cardio before or after my workout? And a lot of times, like if you have to be in the office, and I start training at 6 o'clock and you have to be in the office by 8, that means you have to take a shower and get ready. A lot of times they come in at 5 or 5:30 and do some cardio before they meet with me, and then they're ready to go. But usually the norm is you should always do, not always, but you should do cardio after your workout. And the reason for that is, you already burned off your carbohydrates, you already burned off your fuel, and now you go into fat burn faster. Also, when we're doing weightlifting, we're using a lot of carbohydrates to lift weights. You're using your glycogen stores. And if you're doing your cardio before, the first 20 minutes, you're burning mostly carbohydrates, and then they are not available to lift weights anymore, because carbohydrates usually are your fuel, unless you're on ketosis, and then fat is your fuel. But yeah, if you can, do your cardio afterwards. But if you work out by yourself and you don't only have limited time, alternate your weightlifting and your cardiovascular. Do one day and the other day. So I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you got something out of it. And like I said, this is mostly for beginning exercisers. So if you're in the comment section and you give me a hard time because I'm talking about things that you already know, it's okay. It's not for you. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I would love to see you in a couple of days. So far, we are losing weight. We've changed our diet. We've changed how we're doing things. And in this next video, I want to talk a little bit about meditation and how to relieve stress instead of having a glass of wine. So anyway, thank you, and I love you all. Bye.